Welcome to this fourth lecture, and now we are making this kit a little bit heavier. We are going to introduce the checklists which are there. And Before I share that thing, I would like to share a little brief about this section. So I have my respectable senior in the industry who gives me a call almost every 6 months and says, Abhinav, can you give me the piling checklist? Abhinav, can you give me the method statement for the excavation? He keeps on asking because that's what's the requirement at this point. I'm not saying he doesn't have it. What I'm saying, he needs a support at that end. And that is a reality of construction industry. That's how we arrange the things which are there. You know, if you are a construction professional, maybe if you are a contractor, you have faced this situation where client ask for desired quality equipments and machineries before execution of the work. Sometimes client might have embarrassed you on your capabilities that you do not have such documents if you are a contractor. And if you are an architect, you would have seen that while executing particular activities, uh, uh, when you're receiving the bills or the progress of the work, people are not marking the drawings. Where are the line markups, etc. are there? As an architect, you have seen that most of your time is consumed in just searching part of all updated patterns which are flowing into the market, right? Maybe as a developer, you have seen that site is not ready. You think it is ready. You have started, and when you have got onto the work, you realized that the work was not ready, and you have got 15-20 days delay on the work front. And maybe you have asked your team member as a developer to bring these checklists, quality checklist for you, but you have not received anything. As a supervisor, you might have got into a situation where mismanagement of work front and the people, there is a mismanagement of work front, and people do not know what to check in an activity, and they avoid confronting the sites, right? And maybe as a supervisor, construction supervisor, you have seen that you reach out to your old members the way I have shown for arranging this checklist, who might share you some books they would have referred. You can use those books, which gives you the non-editable version of these checklists, right? So you might have get some of the problems, and if you face any of the problem, please feel free to share it with us on the chat group or in the comment section. We would love to hear it. What exactly are the problems or the situations you have faced in relation to the construction quality checklist? Now this is the time when I will share you what all you get in what all you get when it comes to the first section of CADS, that is the construction checklist. In construction checklist, you will get all the quality checklist. You can see you will get checklist for excavation, electrical, anti-termite, PCC, concreting. I will show you few checklists. How does it look? And in this checklist, you will see that they are the detailed checklist which you can use, right? And they are there for all the packages, not only for civil, MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and the interior works. Everything is there, and you can open it and you can see it has the checklist for the work which is supposed to be done during the course of concreting and after the concreting what you are supposed to do. And if you have done it, if you have not done it, these are the editable checklist. You can just remove this logo and keep your put your logo, place your logo, and make this checklist as as a product of your company, right? You can modify it by making sure that if someone is checking, who is approving, which are the steps relevant to you and which are the steps which are not relevant to you, right? So this is the complete checklist which you can use, like where on the location you have to mark the location where the work is happening, and the other things which are required with the date, location, contract. So the complete structure is there, complete information is there, whatever is required to check the quality of the concreting. And similar detailed checklist is there for any of the work. Maybe if I'll say block work, you just click it here and you will get a block work checklist, which is again a detailed checklist in which you will see all the works, check the quality of the blocks. You will check whether the quality of sand found okay and test report of sand is checked. So these are the things which get missed when we are working. So these are very detailed checklists which are required for execution of the work. So you just take it out and start implementing, stop searching, start implementing and stop searching, right? The next component in this checklist is site registers. So when you start the work, there are a lot of site registers are required. Maybe you can take the printout of these site registers which I'm showing, or you can draw your own register on a real register and establish on the site. So let's say if you have established the cube register, you will be able to see this register in which it says 7 days testing, 28 days testing. Whether you know or you do not know, your site starts getting into the control once you start using this construction toolkit, which is a one-time toolkit you will ever need in construction, which will streamline everything when it comes to construction. And right now we are just exploring the checklist part of this CADS toolkit. The third part is a PMP based template. If you have you heard about the lean or agile construction or lean or agile project management? You might have heard or you might not have heard, but in construction industry, the relevant thing is PMBOK, project management body of knowledge, because we have a target deadline where we have to finish the project. And when we implement the PMP in terms of construction, the major challenge come on the part of the template. So whatever you want to manage, right? Whatever you want to manage in construction will fall under PMP. And when it fall under PMP, so whatever you want to implement for that, we are giving you the templates that you have to just open, modify, and start using it, right? So let's say I'll show you any of the template, right? You can join our WhatsApp group, and from there you can ask us to show you any specific document if you want. There are your implementation coach with whom you can connect, and you can book your session to see any of the document which you want to see, and I'm not showing you right now, right? So let's say WBS example, I will open it up. So work breakdown structure, if you want to build, so you will get a structure how you have to create the work breakdown structure. So for doing that, you have to create this work breakdown structure, write all these things, element number, WBS element, activity, task, finish, definition of activity, who's the responsible person. So every structure you are getting if you want to build the work breakdown structure for the project. Maybe if you want to work for the, so you can open anything, right? You can open anything in this complete system and you will see it. So if you want to come up with your resource plan, you can see for facilities, for customer support, for equipments, for software tools, what all resources are required, and then again for which skill set it is related. So you start getting a structure in which you will be able to monitor you will be able to detail the project in that level, right? So you can see a lot of things which are mentioned in this. We will get the complete plan as well, right? So complete plan template will be there, and then the specific templates will be there. So this is the complete risk management plan, how it is supposed to work. You should have a general information, then risk identification, then risk valuation. So it gives you the process, just follow it one by one, and eventually your risks will be controlled. We'll talk more about risk in few minutes later, right? Apart from that, there might be some other templates which are required. Let's say you are an architect or you are working on a project where architect is there. You are raising the inquiries, which we call the RFI, request for information. So complete structure is there, that this is the way you should manage the records of RFI, and there are templates in which you can raise the RFI to the customers, right? So maybe this is one of the important template which we say project charter. So if you have started the project, just document which all requirements are there as of project, the high level requirement, and your project is streamlined for there. You will talk about the initial scope statement, initial timeline, project cost, high level deliverables. Once you will fill this template, you are discussing something which you might have escaped, which actually you will escape if you will not follow these protocols, right? So these are the things which you will get in the checklist, the complete construction checklist, the site registers, PMP based templates, and the miscellaneous things which are required to maintain the quality of construction which you are doing. In the next lesson, we are going to see what is the requirement, what all awareness content is required to make sure that all the laborers, all the site supervisors remain aware about the work which they are supposed to do, the way they are supposed to execute in terms of scope, the way they are supposed to manage it in terms of safety, the way they are supposed to manage it in terms of quality, and how are you supposed to bring those people onto the project, right? So see you there in the next lesson. Thank you for watching.